pieces have been fit together. We won. We did it. If you don't know what I'm talking about, I'll summarize it for you. You're living in an illusion. The aurora borealis is not just some charged light in the atmosphere. It is the conglomeration of your heart energy. Those who perform blood over intent are going to be swept up by this emerald ray. And then, when the time comes, by 2020, we will be transported by activating our Merkabas and going back to a past time in which none of this dualistic BS was here. I am Hermes, messenger of the gods. As I explained in my video on the merging of timelines, we are collectively erasing this construct with our intention of releasing all living souls from bondage. This is the power of the 144,000. Because this environment is a reflection of us, when we decide to leave this construct, a part of the timelines our higher selves instilled within us, we then come together as we are now on the Ethernet in order to connect and perform our powerful magic that shall let us ascend. I explained that the Ascension will not be anything like we've thought. We will be creating our own spaceships, our own time-traveling devices, through fully activating our Merkabas. The Merkaba is the divine light vehicle used by ascended masters to connect with and reach those in tune with the higher realms. Mer means light, Ka means spirit, and Ba means body. So Merkaba means the spirit body surrounded by counter-rotating fields of light. It's like wheels within wheels, spirals of energy as in DNA, which transports spirit and body from one dimension to another. This is the true chariot of the gods that is described throughout scripture and mythology. This is Ezekiel's wheel. The Merkaba is the vehicle of ascension designed to transition you to your etheric body, to assist in the attainment of higher levels of conscious awareness, and, as what we're going to be doing, transitioning between dimensions and realities. By performing blood over intent, we are slowly activating these vehicles. As the great remembrance unfolds, we shall all become more and more unified. Then, by 2020, the aurora borealis will fill the sky, and after seeing this emerald color, we shall all leave this matrix together at the same time, in our light vehicles, in our Merkabas. It was mentioned in a recent comment that Merkaba in Arabic means ship. This is no coincidence. We are grateful to the Mother Goddess, the Divine Sophia, for revealing herself once again. We shall bask in the glory of Hyperborean solitude, but even before then, right now, we are growing, we are expanding. Each day the energy is getting more and more powerful. How glorious. I mean, we get to make our own ships in order to sail out of this construct of dualism. I praise all living souls of the Pleroma. We are the Asgardians, and we are ascending up the world tree. I am Hermes, messenger of the gods, at your service. When we didn't even know about blood over intent, we experienced in our own lives what happened when we ventured into fear, which is the opposite of love. Fear is resistance. Fear is not flow state, and I say it often now. The law is love above will. And when I say will, I mean imposing your will on an already harmonious universe. So what we see in this energy extraction matrix is absolutely many people who choose to exert their will over love. They choose to till the land. They choose to make money and go to work. And they choose to find relationships, but not in a flow state, not in a state of synchronicity, in a state of resistance. They are pushing through life to get what they want. Now, as I just said this, some of you may have shaken your heads and said, well, they have to go to work and they have to do what they can, and you're giving them a hard time. Absolutely not. I'm informing you that each choice we are making is creating our reality, all of the living souls. And so if we choose to exert our will, then we are choosing to let go of love and embrace fear. each time. Fear manifests as many different expressions. Fear manifests as agony, as feeling ashamed, as embarrassment, as rage, as anger, as jealousy. All of this comes from the fear that I will not be loved. I shall not be loved, and therefore I cannot agree with love above will because I do not feel love and I must exert my will. You see how this becomes a loop? This becomes a loop we get trapped in. Fortunately, though, the Aurora Borealis, the aura of Ra, is here to encompass all living souls and reestablish our heart chakras. This is so wonderful. We thought for the longest time that the conditions we were in were natural, were just the progression of things, and that things would keep going on in a linear fashion, and we would keep suffering. Maybe we'd have personal discoveries, but ultimately we would die in this matrix. We can now rejoice in the fact that this is absolute bullshit. We are the living souls. We know where we're going. And if you haven't been infused with Aurora's rays, then you will very soon. And this is why our divine work is truly about to start, because once our hearts are opened, this means we can now express what we really wanted to express. Deep down within our hearts, we had all of these desires. And none of these desires come from a place of disharmony or chaos. They all come from pure love. So, there is nothing to fear. The Aurora Borealis is not just some arbitrary light in the sky that is fun to look at when you're in Alaska. It is the heart energy that was waiting for us to complete this mission. Wisdom requires sacrifice. This entire experience has been our sacrifice, and we shall be paid. We shall be paid not in worthless money, not in worthless ego praise, but in the unity of the all. We shall give each other gifts of truth, of wisdom, of compassion. This is what we've all been waiting for. I see all of you. I see all of you. I can feel all of you. There was a little bit of turbulence recently, but all is good. All is good. We have to get through any issues that arise within our family. So until next time, stay well and centered. Worship to all. Praise Sophia, praise Ma'at. I am Hermes, messenger of the gods. We will embrace all that is worship. We will return to the full cup. We will embrace all that is good, Sophia. We will embrace all that is worship. We will return to the full cup. We will embrace all that is good, Sophia. 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 We will embrace all that is worship. We will return to the full cup. We will embrace all that is good, Sophia. Sophia. Sophia is coming. Sophia.
I'm burning up, I'm coming in, yeah, I'm burning up. set me on fire.